Our first thought today is, did God ever forget? Verse 1, then God remembered Noah and every living thing and all the animals that were with him in the ark. The beautiful words, then God remembered Noah, are set here for our benefit. They're not for God's benefits. God never forgets the work of his hands. But Noah may have thought that he did as he's floating out there on the surface of an endless ocean. But safe and secure within the ark was a man and his family and the pairs of animals which would again cover the face of the earth. And I think about that, how amazing it is that 4,000 years ago, every single life form on planet Earth today, which there are billions of them, were all contained within a single ship on the sea. I mean, my daughter takes care of elephants out in Hugo, Oklahoma. Now she did big cats for a while, and now she's an elephant farmer. And you've got gazelles and you've got buffalo that used to span the entire United States. We got cows, which we eat by the billions in America at steakhouses, and we've got, yaks over in wherever they're from, I don't know, Africa or Asia or something, and we got all these animals, and they're everywhere, this life, and yet 4,000 years ago, they all fit on a single ship, and God remembered every single one of them, and as difficult as it may be for us to comprehend, he knows every one of them now. Jesus even told us this when he walked among us. He said, are not 2 sparrows sold for a copper coin? A copper coin was just almost a worthless piece of money. It's like a penny almost to us. And he said, you can buy 2 sparrows for that, for almost nothing. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a copper coin? And not one of them falls to the ground apart from your Father's will. But the very hairs of your head are numbered. Do not fear, therefore. You are of more value than many sparrows. God does know, and he does remember every single sparrow, and he knows the numbers of the hairs on your head. And in my case, that's not a big, it's not a big task for God to know all the hairs on my head. But, my father, he's 75, 76 years old. He's got every hair he was born with. And so I was trying to do the calculation at home here. If you have, I don't know how many, 200,000 hairs on the head, and you got 7 billion people, and God knows every single one of them. So, I mean, that's kind of an exercise in philosophy or whatever, but to me, that's an important thing that God knows every single one of those details. And he also remembers each one of you. He remembers everything that is going on in your life, all of your struggles and all of your trials and all of your heartaches, everything that's going on. He is aware of it, and he is right there with you. While they floated on the ocean, though, I wonder what Noah was thinking. Where is all of this water going to go? If there was no land left, if the water was an endless ocean and it covered up all of the land, then how could the water ever go down? And it seems like an impossible dilemma. If you think of it this way, if you have a cup and you fill it halfway up with sand, and then you fill the rest of it up with water so that the water is on top, the sand is never going to come to the top of the cup. It's not going to happen. So if the waters covered the entire world, where would all of that water go? Part of the answer is given right there in the second half of verse 1. It says, and God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters subsided. A wind.